Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we are playing Trappist. This is a system city building type games. We're going to be doing everything in a system. If you have seen me play Moons of Ardan, it is very similar. So Dev gave me this. The game came out March 1st. It's come out to positive reviews, so I thought I'd give it a try. And let's go ahead and get a new game going. We're just going to do normal because, yeah. Okay, so welcome to Trappist 1, our new home. The Ark is arriving in orbit around the desert planet. I'll take a closer look at the Ark to see how it withstood the journey. Okay, so we can kind of zoom in. And yeah, so this is the Ark at the moment. Let's see. Let's go over the basics. So obviously the mouse, WASD, up and down, I like that. Rotate the camera with Q and E. And then press home, which is super nice, to focus on the Ark. Okay, cool. So living spaces for the colonists were destroyed during the journey. Let's clear the Ark, archaeological rooms from the Ark. Okay, so I get what they mean is these. So let's go ahead and we can just go here, and this will recycle them. Each one recycles gets me concrete, steel beam, and a computer chip. So that's pretty nice. And so we're gonna clear those guys. And the last one. Awesome. All right, that should do it. Nice and clean. So let's build some habitats. 2 habitats provide enough colonists to operate the Ark and prepare for a new colonist. Okay, so down here's my construction menu. It wants me to build a habitat. So I will do that right there. And it says it wants 2. So I will go ahead and do that right there. Okay. Done. Okay, so you can do the shift. Ours rotate the buildings, not a big deal. Okay, so we have enough space to start thawing colonies for the cryopod. So we go to the cryopod. Currently, there are 24 people in this pod and 16 people allowed on the Ark. So let's go ahead and start doing it. So you can see the thawing process right here. So that's my first, my second, my third, and my fourth. Okay, so we're going to pause that for a second. We've thawed enough people for the moment. While enough colonists on the Ark can operate the facility, our existing supplies will let us run the Ark for a while. Okay, so before we go that, supplies are up here for what we have. So this is the Ark supply. So I have 4 people. I need 4 people for work. The energy on the Ark, how much concrete, steel beams, computer chips, oxygen, and health drinks. If I go here, this tells me what the colonists use. So this is very important because each colony might use something different. This one needs oxygen and health drinks. So right now I only have 74 health drinks. Right now I'm only doing about 0.25 a minute. So we're in good shape, but those are gonna run out. So we're gonna have to start making and finding some more. So let's go ahead. We're gonna look at the desert planet below and start surveying it. All I gotta do is just click there and survey. So what I'll do here, you can see the survey mode in progress. I do have a second cargo ship, but we'll leave that at the base at the moment. Okay, so we're getting some scanning going. So we can also go out and scan other planets. So let's just go ahead while we're in the middle of waiting. Oh, you know what? Let's go over this really quick. So this is the transport. It has 3 spots to transport stuff down to the surface. You have more than 3 things, let's be honest. So you're going to have to know what to transport and how much of it to do to make successful colonies. But with only 3 spots, you don't have a lot. So for the moment, what we're going to do is we're going to take 40 of those. We're going to take 40 steel. And we're going to take 20 water. 20, 19, good enough. Okay, so this guy is ready to go to the desert planet when the survey is completed and drop off the first supplies. Second ship will get potatoes because we need food, and the people themselves. So the desert planet has a breathable atmosphere, but most of the surface is too dry. We located a processing spot with underground water reserves. Okay, so let's move 1, this cargo ship you're moving here. 2, we're going to start unthawing some colonists, and we're going to move our second spot to the unexplored area. So these are pretty much the landing sites that we have. He'll go down there. This looks like a great spot for our first thing. So we need to put down a base and, whoop, do not mean to do that. I need to do the other part of this. Got a base and that. Okay. So open for business. So again, let's go ahead. We can take some of this stuff up here, put it on there, have him take back off. Okay, so he's going to head back. Now this person said, I needed potatoes and I needed people. So we're going to start taking people to, I guess it's called Haven. While we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and thaw our second batch of colonists. And again, we're going to move them here. So this is what we need to start our first colony. So Pioneer Camp, water pump, potatoes, and windmill and breathable energy. So let's go ahead. Let's see, windmill. Let's get some energy. And we can put those over here and I'll show you why in a second. So I now have 16 power. So let's go ahead and put the Pioneer Camp. It can go over here too. Let's just do 2 of those. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now I need to build a water pump and potato farm. Now that's under resources. So you can kind of see here, this takes 2 energy and produces 2 water every minute. This produces 4 potatoes. So let's go ahead. We're going to put that down there, and we're going to put the water pump down there. And we're going to go ahead and put the first colonist on it. Now, the colony says it needs 4 people to work. So we can go ahead and put them on. We can go ahead and put everybody on at the moment. It's not a big deal. Okay. So you can see here, this makes 4 potatoes. This makes 2 water. So right now, this colony is in good shape because what it requires is oxygen, which it has, because they said this place does have oxygen, food, which we consume 1 a minute, and potatoes, which we consume 1 a minute. So right now we're okay, because this is S2 and stuff like that. We should continue to thaw colonies, bring them to make enough potatoes. Yep. Let's see, they operate resources. Like I said, our resources are up here. So okay, so let us continue to work at this. So one thing we need to do is make more of the building supplies. They're really talking a lot about me here. Okay, so sand. This one is going to take 2 sand, and the construction cost is 2 concrete. So let's go ahead and get some sand going. Let's use that shift button. 2, 3, 4, and I know I need a 5th. So, and then factory here. This requires, let's see, more colonists, which I don't have at the moment, but that is okay. So let's go ahead and put that down there. Okay, so let's go, and we need 12 more colonists. So we do need to build a couple more buildings here. There we go. Now I think I have enough. So let's go ahead. I'm going to have him take off, and we're going to return to our other ship. The other ship's going to take the people at 17 at the moment and move on over. Let's see. They're still thawing. Okay. Okay, so let's bring the people there. So now I have extra people. However, I'm now taking more water than I'm producing. So that's going to have to change. So we're going to need to actually produce more water. We'll go right here. And then this concrete factory requires water. So it needs, every minute, it needs 2 sand, 2 water. So I still don't have enough water on this planet at the moment. I'm going to continue to build. Oh, I've run out of concrete. Look at that. And I've run out of power too. Just run out of everything. Let's go ahead. We can put, this is easy. I can put another one of these right here. And we're fine for power. But we don't have any concrete, and I need to get this population to 60. Now, right now, I am actually making concrete. But it's going to be slow. It's going to take some time to build up enough concrete. So let's head back to the thing. Let's get my other ship, and let's take the concrete that we have here, and the steel beams that we have here, and a couple more people. Let's see. I don't want to take too many. I want to make it perfect. and return to Haven. And I'm looking here, I still have plenty of oxygen and plenty of health drinks on that planet, so we're still in good shape there. Okay, so we're gonna unload everything we can. Oh, we're 4 short apparently, but I have more concrete, so it's okay to get another factory in here. Okay. Great. So, let me unload my people from the base first. Okay. So what do I do here? Now I'm making 2.3 water and 2.3 potatoes. I make 6 water here, 2 is used there, 4 for the colonists. Potatoes works pretty well, so it is acceptable. We also use sand. Like I said, this is going to produce 4 sand. It uses 4 sand and 2 water a minute. These are producing 2 sand, so we have more than enough sand here. See, the concrete is moving up, so we're going to have to build some other stuff too. So, silicone. This is very important. So this will help us with other stuff. This every minute it requires 4 sand and it produces 2 silicone. That's pretty simple. So we're gonna build that right there. And we still have plenty of people, so I like that. And then of course, like I said, more water is always the best thing you can do with these colonies. Oh, and we need some more energy. So it is a little bit of a balancing, trying to get as much stuff as you can, but not using so much resources. And let's see, I can fit a total of 48. I need to get 60 to move on. So let's see if I can get that going on here. That should be enough to get me to 60. It gives me now 72. Up, up, and away, my friend. Okay, so we have people at the moment. Looks like we need more people. Let's go ahead, let's do another arc. So after I'm done with the cryophagers, these 2 are open now. Nobody's in there. So I can actually recycle them for concrete, steel, and water. So that's super nice. That gives me a little extra of all of those. So let's go ahead and we'll take the concrete and we'll take the steel and we'll start to we'll take the people. They will refresh. 10, I think I needed 12. There we go, 13, that's okay. They'll get there. You can see right now it does not have enough colonists to operate all the buildings, so you have a -1. That is about to change. We won't see it, but it is going to change. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop all the resources here. 57, so close. But we know we're going to need more potato farms. Like I said, we're almost at our limit right now, so let's go ahead and let's build another potato farm. And more water. Water, water, water. Okay. Great. Okay, so now I know I produce twice as much potatoes. I'm producing 8. I'm only taking about 4. That's going to be 4 potatoes a minute. For water, I'm consuming 4, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which leaves 14. 2 goes to that. And then the rest goes. So that's positive water too. And then this is making silicone. We can go, if we go here, we can see that being made right here. Can't use silicone here, but it is used for other things in this colony or other places in the colony. So let's go ahead, we can land up there. Let's grab our next ship and let's take our remaining people up. Okay. We're not going to need to take anything else with them. And that's going to get our population up to 60. Alright, and there you go. Great, with more colonists, we can board more support vans, and then, of course, they need more resources. With 60, I'm to over 2. Oh, it's a lot less than I thought. Because they want to be to tier 2, but we're not there yet. Okay, investigate the second site on the desert planets. We found an underground oil reserve at the second planet on the desert planet. Oil will be very useful for plastics and such. So let's go find it. Okay, so we're going to hit this unexplored area. And this is going to be the same. However, this planet site's going to be different. So we can look here. I'm going to build my colony right here. And we're going to build my little starport here. This site is much less hospitable. We'll have to move water for anyone to live here. So there's no water. Probably not any food. So this place is a little bit harsher. For sure. But while we're doing, we're going to go back to Haven. We're going to grab their supplies because we can. And it's super nice. And so let's go here. We land. And I am going to take your concrete, which you have more than enough of. Your steel beams, which we'll bring you back some. And your potatoes. We still need water and people. We'll get that in the second run. So let's go ahead. Let's take off. Head to the graveyard. You, my friend, you're going to head here. Actually, you need to pick up people. So we're going to need to start to thaw more colonies. So you wait there for a second. This one we can recycle. Let's bring you to Haven for a second, just so you're there. Okay, so let's go ahead and unload the first set of supplies. So now I just need water and people. Okay. So Haven, we're here, like I said, taking... We'll leave them a little water, but we'll be okay. And we're pretty good. However, we use maybe too many colonists here, because I have plus 24. So I definitely have more people than I have work at the moment. We're just going to have to rectify that at some point. So we're going to head back here, and we're going to grab the people that have just gotten thawed. So let's go ahead and grab them. We'll just go to here, go to graveyard. We'll go ahead. We'll dethaw one more group of people. Oh, that one is still dethawing, so we're going to actually pause that. That one still has some people to give. Okay, so let's head to graveyard. There we go. Okay, so let's look what we have here. A lot more and different options. So one, we can do silicone for solar panels, produces a little bit less energy instead of the windmills. We also have power generators, so we can make power with just oil, which is super nice. Research lab, we have storage depots and stuff like that. For the factories, you see a huge amount. Obviously, you have the concrete and the silicone. You have a chip fabricator, an oil refinery, bakery, all that stuff. And then resources here, it has oil. We like that. Drill, baby, drill. Okay, so we could also build a potato farm, so we don't have to worry about food here, just water, which is pretty nice. So let's go ahead and let's get our first things built. So let's go ahead. We're going to put it down here. We're going to give me a couple of them, and then, of course, a couple power mills. Okay, so we got the first things already done. Oh, we also can make fresh air. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on here, and this is pretty much what we are now having to do. So investigate the second site, which we're doing. Build an oil jacket graveyard, build an oil refinery, build an algae farm, build an oxygen supply bottle, and locate iron ore. Woo, that is a lot. So let's do what we need to do first here. We're here for oil. Drill, baby, drill. So let's get 2 oil jacks going. And let's start unloading some people. Okay, so this is now producing me 2 crude oil per minute. It's pretty nice. We also had this oil jack. Nope, that's what I did. I need the oil refinery. There we go. But I need steel beams for that. So we don't have steel beams. So one of the things we have to do is locate iron ore on the outer moons or planets. So let's go ahead. Let's grab him. The other cargo ship. And let's go. Let's see. Outer moons or planets. Where are we going? There we go. I'm sure one of these has something. So let's go ahead and let's get to here. There we go. And then we're back to the Ark. Let's see. That is now empty. So that gives me a couple more steel beams, which I need. I also need to get the silicone, because that is very important to have too. So we're going to head down to Haven. We're making it there, so you might as well use it. We don't need any here, so we got the steel beams, a little more concrete, and a little bit of everything we need. So head to the graveyard. And of course, we do need to get iron because, you know, right now, steel is just pretty much hard to come by. So steel, let's move that and that and that. Okay. Nope. That's fine. That's fine. I made him take off, but he'll just go to the planet. So now, this requires 8 crude oil a minute. Whew. So we're gonna have to pump this up here. So let's get 5 of them going. Oh, and we're actually out of colonists finally. So we have to grab some more, but that's okay. Right now, we're going to let these oil jacks, like, they're just going to go. For crude oil, we have 6 of them. That's super nice. So let's go ahead. Let's return to space for a second. We need more people, as always. So let's go ahead, and I think I started unloading one over here. But something also that has come up here is I can make algae farm, which makes these health drinks. It needs water and crude oil. So I need to move that stuff up from the surface. Let's go ahead. I don't want to head to Graveyard. I want to head to Haven. I'm going to go ahead and take their water because they don't need it at the moment. Well, they don't need it. I make sure they have plenty of it. So I'm not worried about taking some water, taking some silicone, and taking some concrete. Back we go, my friend. This planet's doing pretty well over there. Like, they're not having any issues. Okay. Oh, let's see. Our initial survey found helium-3 on the planet. Okay, so that's not quite what I... Oh. So if you click there, you get to see everything. I don't need helium-3. I'm looking for iron ore. So that's one. So let's go over here. Let's start exploring the second planet. It said moon, so we're going to go with that at the moment. Yep. Okay, so we're scanning. Like I said, we're going to drop everything off there, and we're going to start to drop our next group of people off to the graveyard. Okay, we need one more habitat, it looks like. And yeah, we're still good with potatoes and everything like that. Okay, let's get 2 just to be on the safe side. Okay, go ahead. Okay, I'm back to having 10 people. So now I know I have enough crude oil, so we can actually start the production of fuel. It needs more energy, but I think I'm okay with that because we can go over here and make some silicone sliders for extra power. That is very simple. That's why I brought them over. We like silicon, makes it as simple. Okay, I guess that's what we got for the moment. Okay, so now we are moving. This is now making 2 refined oil. We are still making crude oil. There's other stuff that we need. So we also need plastic factory. So this is going to require, I don't have concrete, I have to go and get it. 1 refined oil to produce 2 plastics. And then that is pretty much where we're going to start. And then chip fabricator we need to do there. Oh, we located iron ore. Perfect. Okay, so we're on the interior moon of Planet X. So let us go here. Let us go over to that one. That is going to be the green. So we are going to move to our area. Okay. So it's on this planet. So let's go ahead. Let's find a nice spot for a base. Again, I want plenty of space. So I'll go right here. And then, of course, we will get that. There's also large iron ice mines depending on this. Okay, we can create much needed construction materials of iron, and the ice can be watered into water. So, cool. So this stuff is good. We have it set up, but we're going to have to return him pretty much to the Ark to get supplies. Go to the Ark, my friend. There we go. Okay. You're at Graveyard. You were in good shape, but you can actually take some of that oil, crude oil, with us. And I actually got my first refined oil, so we need more stuff from there. So let's go ahead and move him up. Okay, so we're going to move the crude oil here. I can't recycle that yet. Too many people. Not enough habitat space. So let's see, I can continue on. There's a second colonist. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're trying to get enough supplies. We don't have enough concrete to really get going here, so we're going to head back to Haven for a second. And so the big thing in my first playthrough, what I did is I put way too much stuff at the graveyard. That was a mistake. That did not help me out at all. Oh, good. I can actually make stuff here. Look at that. Ooh, needs a lot of energy. Okay. So I can make my chip manufacturer here. Requires 4 silicone. I have just 1 silicone plant at the moment. It produces 2. But we can start producing chips and stuff like that from there. We have enough silicone, but we also need a whole lot of energy. And at the same point, this concrete factory, it's making it, but it's really not making a huge amount of concrete yet. But let's look at that first. So let's go silicone. So I need 4 steel beams. I need 20 energy and 8 colonists. Okay, I don't have colonists to reset. I can move more down. The energy and the steel beams I can work on. So let's go ahead and build some of these over here because I have them. Okay, so that's the 20 energy. So now I think I just need the steel beams to do it. Not bad. Let's head back to the planet. Up, up. Oh yeah, plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of colonists, plenty of sand. I like that. Could use more silicone. Can I actually do that really quick? Can I make another silicone? I need steel beams. You need steel for everything apparently. So let's go ahead and let's set up this iron ore kind of thing going up here. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna land there. We're gonna recycle that. Now, again, I said I needed health drinks too. So if I go up here, go to resources, I need to make this. So we'll go ahead and do that. So this has water, which I brought up to the planet. It has oil, and so it should start working. So it's waiting for resources. I know I brought water and refined oil, so that is starting to make now these health drinks. If I go here, it's making me 2 health drinks a minute, and I'm only using 0.4. So we're in really good shape there. Okay, so this colony is in good shape. The oxygen, still gonna have to work on. That's something that we don't have yet, but let us continue to thaw for steel so that we can continue to build up our base. So let's go ahead, let's get him going. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead, let's take the concrete. And that's about all I can actually take. So let's head back to Haven for a second. We might go ahead and move food and water over to the next planet. Or I think this one actually requires health drinks, so we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and move the concrete. So what I want to do is build another silicone factory because I'm going to be using a whole lot more silicone now. So resources, factories. I know it's here somewhere. There it goes. I don't have steel beams. That is going to hurt because as you see, a lot of stuff requires steel beams. So let's really work on getting this planet up and running. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab all that. We're going to grab as much silicone as we can. And we'll grab... Okay. And then we can go ahead and start to grab our first... Actually, I don't think that a place needs water, in all honesty. So we'll start with that. I don't have any steel beams, but we're going to have to go there. We also know from just experience playing, we can look for samples if we need to. Just from looking and playing. So I'm going to take the rest of that silicone. I need computer chips. So we're going to actually take all of them for the moment. And we're going to head to Outland. Okay. So they're going to be going. How are we doing over here? So we need more. You know what? We need more. Oh, wow. We can't really build any habitats here. So 16 is kind of what I got. This place has people, so that's kind of nice. We can go ahead and take a couple more. We also can take the health drinks. We're going to need those over here. We're also going to need probably oxygen. So let's go ahead. We're just going to give it a full 40 and 40. And we'll give it the people. And there we go. Okay, so let's head over to this colony. My ship is here. Let's unload the first little bit. Alright, still need steel beams. That is still going to kill me. I need to break another entry to actually start this, but that is okay. So you, my friend, Move back to the Ark. The second colony, like I said, he's going to have... Oh. A little bit of an unexpected crash there, but that is okay. Okay, so let's go. We're going to move the health rings and that. People we can't do anything with, but we're just going to stay here for a moment because we need to start building those habitats. So let's go ahead. We're going to zoom out and head back to the Ark. There we go. Okay, so that's the steel beams that we need. Back to Outland. And let's keep getting people. So the second thing I need to do, of course, is I'm going to make these steel beams, but I need to smelt them. I can do that in space. That's a lot easier to have to take them back than having more people on a very far away colony and doing it. So as soon as I can, we're going to produce some, and then we'll be able to produce that virus here. Okay, so... Okay, you, my friends, are going to move for a second. You're going to land all the steel beams. Okay, so let's see what we have. One, I'm going to build some of these way over here. That's all I got. We can start to build our first habitats. And let's see, we can go home, but we are going to land back here and unload the first people. So right now they consume only 0.27 oxygen, which is good, and 1 health drink. We have 39 and 40, so we're in good shape. So let's go ahead and let's get that iron ore. Let's see if we can actually dig it up. So iron ore. So this needs 4 concrete, and it does 2. So let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Let's just grab it up as much as possible, even though that does not have enough energy for it. So we have enough people to do it, and we are actually starting to extract the first iron ore from this planet. We're a little bit low on power. Unfortunately, we need more silicon for that, so we're kind of stuck at that at the moment. Is there anything else I want to build? Now, I could build a steel factory here. It requires 12 energy, and it could make steel here too. So we might maybe do a little bit of combination right now. We're making some iron ore, so we're happy with that. We're going to go back, and we're going to, you, my friend, go home. Move back to the Ark. How are we doing, Ark? Okay. So what's killing me at the moment is just trying to get enough, well, one, oxygen is going to start to be a problem in a little bit. So, but just kind of moving people off of those colonists. So, or getting more colonists moved off. But we don't have the steel, unfortunately. Oh, is there just too much sand now going? Oh, it's too much water. That's a terrible problem to have. Too much water, too many potatoes. Not a problem. Okay. Let's look at the colony for a second. So, we're still getting more silicone, so I'm going to use that for sure. Is there anything I can build? No, because I think I need steel beams for everything. And that also is energy, so that's also pretty nice. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. You, my friend, take some of the concrete. Take a decent amount of people and move to Haven. And let's start clipping one of these out. There we go. Started one, so that's what I was kind of shooting for. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to take the concrete. We're going to take the silicone. We're fully load that colony up. That means only 7 colonists extra. It's not bad. We'll bring them to the next colony. So we'll go over here. And let's see, where is... Nope, we want to go over to Outland, please. Okay, so that is going. We can go to Outland. Do we have the ship still there? Oh, that's not Outland. I need this one. Yep, people are still here. Okay. So the colonists on Graveyard are running out of supplies. Yep, so we need to work on that. So let's get him back. You know what? Before we do that... Okay. Oh. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to unload the stuff here. Oh, we have more than enough. Let's take the iron ore with us. So go and go. Okay, so here we go to home. Here we go to home. So they're going to move to the Ark. And let's see, how's the Ark doing? How's that? Still just don't have enough colonists at the moment. That is a little bit of a problem. Plus, we know that graveyard is running out of energy. So right now, graveyard does not have water, does not have potatoes. So we need to work on that really quick. So let's get the first person landed. And let's head right to Haven. And let's get both of those. This is what we got. Okay, so you land here. Drop off the concrete. Oh, only 10 potatoes. Why? Waiting for storage area to clear. I'm not sure what that was, but let's go ahead. We're going to clear that, and we're going to clear the water. And let's head off. Okay, and to the graveyard. Okay. Okay, so of course, let's load here. Hopefully not many people have died from this problem. Okay. But we can also bring up our crude oil and our refined oil at the moment up to the station. Okay. There we go. I need more people. All right, go ahead, take everybody. Take everybody. We're going to go ahead and drop all that off. We now have enough crude oil. Water, still good. So we're still making supplies. I'm waiting for this one to clear so I can actually build the factory that I need. Because if you look here, we have iron ore. And that is the biggest thing we need to actually make what we have. Which is going to be steel beams. Okay, so we have finally... Are we not thawed over here? There we go. Okay. We are now thawed. Let's make this. Boom. Okay, so once they get supplies, they're going to use 4 iron ore to make 2 steel beams. The big thing I like using up here is the energy. Is this thing generates like 240 energy. So we never have to worry about energy. Just ever. So again, that's now actually making steel beams. We have potatoes. We're going to drop off potatoes. We are going to try to get as much stuff as possible here. So it's going to fill this person up with people. Just have kind of one that holds people and one that holds everything else. Okay, let's look at... Not that place. I keep clicking on it. Outland, there we go. Ooh, plenty of concrete. We're great there. Still computer chips. And we have a good amount of iron ore coming in here. So that is all very positive. We do need some more power, as not every iron ore instrument is going. And it would be nice to make more steel. Oh, is that mosquito? Brought a few along. What? That's not good. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to get a ship. You, my friend, go to Outland. See, I think you're the clear one. And you're good. Okay. But now, I can actually start to build up more silicone, more water, more everything here, which is what we're going to do next. We're going to ignore the 40 people that are on there, and we are just going to go ahead and... I do have some steel. I love it. We're going to... Come on, we're going to let that... We're going to get 8 steel beams. We'll bring them down, and it's going to be awesome. And at that point, we'll have steel manufacturing going. We'll have some silicone manufacturing going. We'll have a little bit of everything. And that, I think... Okay, 7. What are we waiting for? There, oh, that's health ranks. There it is. 8 steel. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the steel down. We don't need anything else at the moment. Let's head back to Haven. Okay. There we go. Okay, so what did I want to build? I wanted to build another silicone smelter. That fits right there. Also needed to probably build just some sand. That just takes concrete. I like that. That's pretty simple to do. So let's go ahead and get a couple of those going. Ow. Apparently I need another concrete factory. That just seems to not be able to produce a lot of concrete at all. Because yeah, I'm producing it. I guess I'm only producing 2 a minute. So I guess that is pretty slow. But with this, hopefully we're going to produce more silicone, which is going to be more power. So let's go ahead. We're going to take the silicone, head up here. And we are going to move to Outland. With this one actually being like, hey, guess what? All the iron ore is mine. I'm going to take a good amount of concrete too, because I need it somewhere else. We're good with energy drinks. We have silicone. We do need more power. Let's get that really quick. There we go. So now we are in good shape. The last thing we could use here is going to be an iron smelter. So first we need another habitat because we're not going to have the people to do it. You, my friend. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got this right. You could just go over here. Wait a second. It's the last thing we're going to be doing. Okay. Because we're going to make iron bar over here too. Because why not? Okay, so we're down 2 people and down 4 energy. So let's go ahead. Can we get another one of these? Bingo. And we can, let's see, you, my friend, you go back. You, my friend, here are just going to drop off the silicone and drop off the people. And now 2 of these factories actually help produce steel bars here. That's going to help with this colony's building itself. It means I do not have to bring it over. And that is a good start for sure for what we're trying to do. So let's go ahead. We're going to head on back. And so we started this game. You guys both head back to the Ark, please. So again, we've started off everything. We're getting there. We still don't have enough people. That's one of the biggest problems that we're running into. But that is okay. Because we actually can make some steel. So like I said, the next couple of things we're going to be doing is making like concrete. Let's do that first before I forget. I need 8. I got 5. Okay, well, we're just going to have to wait. So I think for the moment, I'm going to leave you. We've started up our initial setup. And I think the plan is looking pretty nice. But next, we're going to work on getting that second concrete. And also, we need to work on getting that oxygen supplies up. That is going to be something that we need to do. So hopefully you will join me for that. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And I hope you have a wonderful day.